Hello, it's Andrew with Unlimited Singing Bowls, and we're going to do a healing now with what I'm calling the Extraterrestrial Healer set. Um, that's not just a silly name I gave it. I actually saw when I was getting this set tuned that we have a visiting set of healing spirits from around the constellation Sirius. I know a lot of people have a lot of concept like, oh, these are the Sirians, these are the Palladians, these are the what, hooby dooby doos. They're from that area. They go, you can call them Sirians if you want. And they're associated with this set of bowls. Now, the one interesting thing I'm going to say about this, and I hope here, is like a lot of people, when they start going, oh, they're extraterrestrials come to heal us and everything, and they give up what I call their seniority to them. They go, oh my God, you're so great and wonderful, and I know nothing, and you whatever. And then you have all these people that start channeling aliens. You see all the channels and all that stuff, and then they're not really bringing that kind of great information. They go, and these beings are going, they're not that. They are, what I would like you to kind of imagine or vision is if you're the one in charge, and you were, I'm using this term loosely, you were like the doctor or the surgeon, and you had specialists come in to help you. So they're not your nurses, and you're not the nurse, because we sometimes go, oh, the nurse is less than the doctor. They're consulting physicians, and they're going to work with you. On the same level, they go, you're not there to boss them around. Say, you can go quite like, hey, I've got a client, and they're saying they could work, if you're doing this at like a big place when COVID is done, and you've got 20 or 30 people in the audience, they can work with that. They're only going to come in when you're ready to do a healing, and you have to ask them. If you don't ask them, they're not going to come in. And they'll keep an eye on you. And there might be a rotating version of surgeons. Maybe there are 5 or 6 of these spirits working with you now. And then maybe they'll be, all right, we're done, and there's going to be a new one. But it's a, what would you call it? A agreement that comes with this set of bowls. And for someone who's really looking to do some interesting healings, this set is great. What they tend to work on is, as I already gotten a healing from them, they're going to kind of work on, that's why you have some of these larger bowls here too. They're going to work on if there's blocks in your body, some energetic blocks in your body or in your brain. Zero thing I'm saying here is that they cure diseases. I'm not saying that for anybody who's looking at this, but they could work on things. Like, for example, they worked on me. I have a family history of diabetic. I'm not diabetic, but they worked on some of those dynamics in my pancreas and blood levels. They did not cure anything. They did not do any of that for anybody in the American Medical Association. They just worked on that. Or they might work on if you had like medical things that were genetic that were brewing, they could help do that. They're not doing anything medical. So please let me be clear. Or they worked on my brain a little bit. You might say, yeah, Andrew, you need a lot of work on your brain. But they like different levels of that. And they basically provide not just physical help, but emotional, mental levels. They're going to do a whole thing to kind of get you in league for the new energy that we're taking. The planet is taking a step up. I don't know if you've noticed, it may not look it, but all the horrible bluck, 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 bluck that we're doing has to do with the energy rising. And these are some of the last gasps of people. We're in Pluto and Capricorn right now, the leaders, the control levels, some of the last gasps. So what happens after the last gasps of that power? Well, what happens is new energy's coming in. But is your body, if you've lived through, certainly someone born in 2040 might not have lived through the stuff that we've lived through now, and their body's not going to hold that. But I'm old. I've been around since 1962. I've lived through some garbage. And so if I haven't cleaned it out, it's going to be hard for me to accept new vibrations in. Maybe you were born in 1995. Maybe you don't have the same amount of stuff, but your body had the shock of let's say the World Trade Center going down. Your body had that shock, even if you were 5 or 6 years old, because the country was in. So they're going to kind of help de-energize some of those things and bring in new things. And they're doing it from the space of light. They're doing it from the space of love. They're not invasive. They're not channeling through anyone. They're going to come and do it on an energetic level. No, they're not going to right now appear and show up. They're doing it on it. Imagine your astral body. Okay, this is one other thing I want to say. Imagine your astral body is there. They don't need to come in a physical level to give your thing of healing. Just like sound doesn't need to appear as big chunks of sound. Sound just moves. So think of them as like helping the sound healing. So whoever gets this bowl set, and I'm sure there are people out there that love to work on this energy, with this energy, you don't just get the set, you get a set of visiting consulting physicians as well. So now that I've explained all that, I am going to do a little healing with them. And we do have Tony, our camera and sound person, behind there he's going to get one of the healings too, so maybe afterwards we'll see if he wants to describe what he experienced. All right. Thank you so much. some energy, lifting, moving, and that's great. Don't push it. Don't try to push it out. Don't try to fight it or resist it. Just notice it. Sometimes it'll be a chunk of pain that maybe some comes out, but you're you're tied into it so much, it's not all going to come out right this second. You have some things stuck to it. But if you say hello to it, it starts to come out easier. Just acknowledge it. Hello, I see I have pain in my shoulder. Oh, I feel energy moving in my intestines or my brain. They're also saying if you ask for something in particular that you want worked on, it energizes. They can come in as a physician going, we see A, B, or C, or D, but if you ask for something, I'm really working on this concern, or I'm troubled mentally here, it will light it up for them. It'll be like on a CT scan. They go, oh, right here. You're basically self-turning on your CT scan, your spiritual CT scan or MRI. So take a second and ask for something that you want to work on. Great. And then see if you notice anything. Now the funny thing is, just to let you know, you could ask for, oh man, I really want to work on this headache right here. And you'll actually feel something working in your chest or your first chakra. Because what you may not realize is the energy that's bothering you in your head is actually connected to something in your first chakra or your fourth chakra or your creative channels. That's the funny thing about spiritual blocks. They may not be exactly where you notice the pain. Cycles being done, try to imagine yourself bringing in a beautiful gold energy of your energy. Like imagine like a beautiful sun or a bubble above your head that has just you and your life force energy, your gold energy. And bring that into your body and your chakras and your cells. Revivify yourself. I've noticed a lot of people, as they get older, they get weaker, and so they've let all their energy go out. They're not revivifying yourself. You take a shower every day, you should at least bring in one gold sun of your delightful energy a day. And it's yours. Now, one important thing to do is to allow your visiting surgeons and yourself to make energetic separations. So I want you to imagine, however you like to, with your eyes closed, of saying thank you for the healing, and let them go on their way and say, allow the separation to occur. Once again, I always like to tell people, just because a race or a species that's not from this planet may have advanced a little bit further than us, maybe, they've been around maybe for another 500,000 years, or whatever, you don't give your power up to them. You call your energy back, and you own your power. They've been sent here by the divine forces to help us. But in the same way, do you walk around every day, that person that gave you your flu shot, going, oh my God, that person at the drugstore giving me my flu shot, they were the best, I can't let them go. No. We thank our helpers, our healers, and they've done their job, and our job then is to allow the healing to keep happening. And they're grateful. They're giving me a little hello and thank you, and then they're waving and they're going by. So thank you guys for helping with that healing. So this is a marvelous and very unique set. And I can only wish blessings upon the person who wants to work with them. And again, you don't even have to. If you just love the set and you don't want to work with the healing guides, you don't have to. But this is a healing for everyone here that will always be on the internet, and you can ask for a healing from them. Thank you. God bless you.